In life, you need to be always ready to face your fears. Here is a man named Greg. Greg was 73 years old, lived in a small town in Texas, and had reached the stage of life most people quietly label as settled. He had a porch that creaked when he rocked back and forth, a pickup truck with more miles than he cared to admit, and a routine so familiar it felt stitched into his bones. But there was one thing Greg never spoke about: fear. Every morning, just beyond the edge of town, the sun rose over a stretch of open land where Greg once dreamed of flying. Not in airplanes, but in courage. When he was young, he had wanted to take risks, start his own business, speak his mind boldly, travel beyond Texas. But life had a way of convincing him to be careful. Responsibilities piled up. Years passed, dreams were postponed, and fear quietly took the driver's seat. At 73, Greg told himself, "It's too late now." Then one afternoon, a storm rolled in unexpectedly. Texas storms don't ask permission. The sky darkened, the wind howled, and Greg's old pickup sputtered and died on a back road. He barely traveled anymore. No phone signal, no houses in sight. Just him, the storm, and the uneasy feeling in his chest. For the first time in years, Greg felt truly afraid. Not of the storm, but of himself. Of how small he had allowed his world to become. As the rain pounded the windshield, Greg stepped out of the truck and stood in the wind. His heart raced. His knees trembled. And then something surprising happened. He laughed, right there in the rain. Because he realized something powerful. Fear hadn't disappeared with age. It had only been avoided. And here it was, asking him one simple question: "What are you going to do now?" Greg walked against the wind, against the doubt, mile after mile, until he reached a small farmhouse, glowing like a lighthouse in the dark. The family inside welcomed him, helped him call for assistance, and offered him coffee while the storm passed. But what changed Greg wasn't the rescue. It was the walk. The next morning, the sun rose again over Texas, and this time, Greg didn't watch it from his porch. He enrolled in a public speaking group. He started writing the stories he had kept locked inside for decades. He even booked a trip he had been afraid to take alone. Fear didn't vanish, but it stopped controlling him. Greg learned something at 73 that many never learn at all. Courage isn't about being young, strong, or fearless. It's about being ready. Ready to stand when life shakes you. Ready to move when comfort tries to hold you still. Because fear doesn't wait for the right time, and neither should you. No matter your age, no matter your past, be ready. Face it. Walk forward. That's where your life truly begins. I hope this story inspires you and learn a lot from it.